888-775-3773. First time caller in out of Connecticut. And welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi there. I got it on speakerphone right now. I apologize. Let me turn that off.
Okay.
Okay. So, thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling.
So I spent the last 3 years working on forgiving my father and my mother, and I have an older brother who was really abusive, and so him too. And it went pretty well. And then my brother recently went psychotic, and so I kind of threw a wrench in it. But I still forgive him. But what I'm struggling with the most is forgiving myself and my wife.
You say you have a self and your wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife. I've been with her for 25 years, and we have 3 kids, a kid in college, and I've been like emotionally abusive to her.
And why? And why?
What's that?
Why?
Why? Well, after I got to know her, I felt like head over heels for her. I had never felt that way, and I know you'll have stuff to say about that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean when I say that.
Yes.
And we made the horrible mistake of disclosing our sexual history, and hers crushed me, and I never got over it.
Oh, yeah, that's why couples are not supposed to discuss their past with anyone, because the ego will not let you forget.
Yep. Yeah, I can't forget it. And so I've been I just bottled it up for years, and then after we're together for 5 years, I just fucking unloaded on her. And then a couple of years later it happened again. But it was bad. It was she's like, you have to go to therapy, because it was 3 months of this continuous me being a psycho.
Why did you think you need to what made you discuss with her past history, sexual history? Why was that even necessary?
Well, I don't think that's here or there, but she brought it up. And at first I was like, I don't think I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then later on, it just sort of happened. And it was a bad idea.
And so your question for me is what?
Well, I've been I'm not. She's not a disciplinarian with my children, with our children.
All right.
So I have to do most of the disciplining, and so sometimes I go overboard. I don't hit my kids. I don't scream in their face, but I get angry.
Yeah.
And when I'm angry, I'm scary. So I've scared my children a number of times, and I can't forgive myself for it.
And so your question is what?
How do I forgive myself?
And who is the self that you're forgiven?
Me.
And who are you?
I don't know.
You don't know who you are?
I don't know how to answer that question.
And the reason I'm asking because I want you to know there is no self to forgive. And when you're angry, yelling at the kids or at your wife or what she's told you, that is not you doing that. It's just an evil spirit that has made a home in your mind and body. It caused you to do it, and then it judges you, it accuses you, and tells you you're an awful person. Look at you, you're yelling at your own kids, you're yelling at your wife. And it reminds you of the things that your wife told you about her sexual life. And it played all you're doing wrong in is that you listen to thoughts that's bringing on these feelings, and you believe that it's you, but it's not you at all. And if you want to overcome this, you got to just let every thought pass. Stop listening to them. Stop calling them you, because I promise you, it is not you at all. You don't make yourself remember that. You don't those things. You don't make yourself angry at your children. You're possessed with evil spirits in your mind, and you think it's you. There is no you to forgive or be angry at, because you have never done anything wrong. How can you do something wrong when there is no you? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think about that?
It's interesting.
Just
I
think
mean,
about
I kind of get it. I get it to a degree.
yeah, well, that small degree of getting it is the light of God that is allowing you to see that those thoughts are not you, those feelings are not you. And if you stay with it in the light, stay present, it's going to get brighter and brighter, and all those thoughts and all those emotions will disappear. They'll be taken away from you, out of your body, out of your mind, by God. And then they will be no more. You'll be free. You will have a clear mind, and you would never remember what your wife said or anything. Or if you remember, it wouldn't bother you at all. It would just be facts that you remember if you want to share it with somebody, but it will have no effect on you. Right now, you're being affected by evil spirits that are bringing these things to your remembrance, and you're thinking that you. It's not you. You have no reason to feel guilty, because you have not done anything wrong. I promise you. You're just living in your imagination. Come out of your thoughts. Come out of the imagination.
Yeah, I definitely agree that I have to do that.
That's the only way you're going to survive. Is you got to come out of the darkness into the light. You're listening to evil spirits, calling them in. Never call them you again. Don't say, I feel this. And even though you may feel the pain in the body for a while, but don't say you. It's in the body, but it's not in you.
Yeah.
You're not your thoughts. You're not your feelings. You're not your body.
So what am I?
When you let go of this false self, these thoughts and feelings and bodies and all that, stop identifying with all that, the real you will appear, and you will remember in again. You just forgot who you are when you were traumatized by your mother. You don't remember who you are, but you will remember again when you overcome the false self. You're not those emotions. You're not any of those things, but you got to overcome them. Have you forgiven your mother?
Yeah, I mean, she died when I was 15, so I can't do it in person. But
just realize she can help herself. How about your father?
No, I haven't.
And why not?
Because I'm just bitter and angry. He I mean, I could tell you all the reasons why. I don't know if it matters, but he abandoned me and my sister after our mother died. So I just,
yeah. Well,
I just hold on to that. I hold on to anger.
You got to go to him and forgive him. He could not help himself. You are suffering not because he abandoned you. You're suffering not because your mother died at such a young age for you. You're suffering because you're angry and your heart is evil, and the evil is the nature of the devil. But when you forgive, your father can help himself, your mother, just like you can't help yourself. Something that is driving you. It's not you. They can help themselves. Forgive your father. God will forgive you, and you'll be fine.
Yep. I agree with all that.
So work on yourself, man, and stop accepting this idea that you got to forgive yourself. It's not you. God knows that. He knows you've never done anything wrong, So he's not accusing you. That's the devil accusing you. Evil makes you do wrong and then accuse you for doing wrong. And you think it's you. Are you doing the silent prayer in?
I do it. I don't do it consistently, but I do it.
Well, get serious about your life. Start working on you so everything can be made clear for you. Then you'll pass down love, real love, to your wife and children, and they will be fine.
All right.
Apologize to your wife for being so cruel, and then just cut it out. Just quietly work on yourself, all right?
All right, thank you.
Let me know how it goes, Ann.
Okay.
All right, go and forgive your father, man, and let go of the false self. You stop calling yourself any of those things.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.